So if you're new to content creation or you're just starting out and you're watching some of your favorite creators, often they're the bigger channels, and it can seem so overwhelming. And it feels like these creators have it so figured out. Their content is so polished, their messaging is on point, they're spitting out these high quality videos every single week. Meanwhile, as a new creator, you find yourself stuck in this void where you're struggling to even switch on the camera and record. And if you're anything like me a little while ago, then you probably spend most of the time stuck in your own head just trying to think about video ideas and never actually getting that content out. And I think one of the biggest reasons for this, especially today when there's so much more content out there, is that we're consumers before we're creators. And we spend so much time consuming content that it starts to affect our creativity, and we start to perceive this massive gap between what we're seeing other people create and what we can create ourselves. And there is a gap because guess what? If you're comparing yourself to creators who have been at this daily for the last 4 or 5 years, then there's going to be a significant difference in the type of content that they're putting out as to what you can produce. But that's absolutely fine. The whole process of being a content creator is a journey, and like every journey, it has a beginning. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, especially in today's world as a new content creator, is the fact that we're surrounded by so much content, we consume so much on a daily basis, that it starts to feel like a giant waste of time to even try and compete, to even try and put out content, because it must be at that level. But I really want to come back to this concept of content creation being a journey, because I think this is what people forget. I think this is what people don't see anymore, is the journey. I also think, especially in the last 5 years, there's been such an explosion of this educational content, courses on how to become a content creator and how to make money online. And a lot of these new creators or creators who haven't even started yet are becoming so obsessed with taking these courses and learning these blueprints and trying to get all the pieces in place before they start their creator journey. And that's just not how it works for the bigger creators. It's not how it works for the people that you're following. So if this is resonating with you at all, or if you're just feeling a bit lost in the whole planning stage and you're struggling to actually get started, then here's one thing you can do, and this really helped me. And that's if you go to your favorite creators channel homepage on YouTube, go and click on videos, and then click over to oldest. Now, not every creator does this, but a lot of big creators have actually left up their older videos, sometimes going right back to their very first video. And if you really want to be reminded that being a content creator is a journey, then go back and have a look at some of these. Not only are they inspirational, but they're also pretty entertaining. So here's a few of my favorite ones to get you going. So you might know Sean Cannell from the Think Media YouTube channel. They're a massive channel with millions of subscribers focusing on YouTube education. But how did Sean start his YouTube journey? Well, have a look.
Alright, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog, and I'm going to try to vlog every single day, mainly so I can remember what I'm even doing and what's going on, because I just feel like I have a lot that I'm thinking about, and I figured, hey, why not share it? And if you find something interesting, that's awesome.
Compare that to the content he's making today, but remember that he wouldn't be making that content today if he didn't start back then making those pretty dreary videos. Another creator you probably know and pops up in your feed all the time is Ali Abdaal. Ali's really well known for being a productivity guru. He's written books, he's got a hugely successful channel. But he didn't start out being a productivity creator. That wasn't his plan. He didn't follow a blueprint. In fact, if you look back on his channel, his earlier videos were music videos, and then he went on to document his life as a doctor in the NHS in the UK. And then slowly that evolved into making more productivity type content and took him to where he is today. And that's just another example of following the journey and not needing everything in place before you even start. Most big creators didn't start out with a particular niche. You don't need a niche in order to start making content. Yes, eventually in order to be successful, you'll need to niche down into something that your audience identifies with, but that's not necessarily what you need at the beginning before you can even start. In fact, most of the top successful creators in the world didn't start out with a niche. They didn't find their niche found them through the making of their content. And another fun trip down memory lane is Mr. Social Media himself, Gary Vaynerchuk. Go and have a look at some of the videos he was making before he had millions of subscribers. Here, check this out.
Today I'm doing my 120, I'm just lounging, I'm kind of tired. I don't know if anybody else is tired. I've been traveling a lot. Just got back from Virginia speaking at the new internet. Had a crazy weekend. Got a new MacBook. Had to bring it back because of the clicky thing down here. The clicky thing.
So my main point here is it's really important to remember that this is a journey, and a journey has a beginning. You're not going to be perfect in the beginning. You're not going to have it all figured out in the beginning. But if you don't start, you'll never get anywhere. All of the content that you're consuming from these top creators is the result of going through this journey for 3, 4, 5, even upwards of 10 years. And if that's not where you are at the moment, that's okay. Start making content anyway, because the only way you're going to get there is by doing. And if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you're feeling it's not worth making content because you can't create at that level, then just do what I do. Go back and have a look at your favorite creators, look at their older videos, look at what they were doing a year ago, 5 years ago, and hopefully that will just give you that little bit of motivation and just that knowledge that it's okay to be at the point you are on this journey. Remember, you don't need more time, you don't need more gear, you don't need more courses, and you certainly don't need permission. Just go and create. Hopefully this has given you something to think about. YouTube thinks you might like this video next, and if you got this far in this video, why not subscribe so you don't miss the next one? Until the next time.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no